Namaste everyone. In this lecture, let us discuss about sector of a circle and arc length of a circle. Now, in the adjoining figure, the central angle divide circular region into parts. You can see this diagram 7.25. Each of the part is called sector of circle. Sector of circle is the part enclosed by two radii of the circle and the arc joining their endpoints. In this figure 7.25, OPMQ, this is the way we write about sector. So O, we mention about center, so O, then this PMQ, so this whole part is one sector, and OPBQ is another part. So here we can see that the whole circle is divided in two parts. One is OPMQ and the other is OPBQ. So these two parts, they are called sectors of circle. Now minor sector and major sector. So here in these two parts you can see that this part, that is OPMQ, this is less than a semicircle, and OPBQ, this is greater than a semicircle. So the area which is less than semicircle is called a minor sector, and the area which is greater than a semicircle is called a major sector. So here a sector of circle enclosed by two radii and their corresponding minor arc is called a minor sector. So arc length we already know, this PMQ is minor arc, so the sector formed by this PMQ is minor sector. If I shade, so this portion is considered as minor sector and the remaining portion is considered as major sector. Now let us discuss how we find the area of sector. Now when the angle at center by sector is 360 degree, we get complete circle. You can see shading is in complete circle and its area is pi r square. Now the area is pi r square when the angle at center is 360 degree. Right, you can see this above figure. Here this angle is theta and this is corresponding to this sector. Now as I increase this theta, the area will keep on increasing, and when this theta will become 360, I have this complete circle. So when theta is 360, the area is pi r square. When theta is 180 degree, the area will be half of pi r square. When the angle is 90 degree, the area is 1 upon 4 pi r square, and so on. Now if I put these informations in the chart, when the angle at the center was 360, okay, I got area is pi r square. Now theta upon 360, if I check the value of theta, the angle divided by complete circle angle, that is 360. So theta upon 360, in the first case I get answer as 1. In the second case, when theta is 180, I get this theta upon 360 as half. Now if you see this area is half into pi r square. Here also we got area is half into pi r square. When this ratio theta upon 360 is 1 by 4, that is when angle is 90 degree, I am getting area of sector as 1 upon 4 pi r square. So if I continue this process, then what I will conclude, that when this theta upon 360 ratio is theta upon 360, okay, that means when angle I don't know, it is some angle theta, then in that case my area of sector will be theta upon 360 into pi r square. So this is how we can find area of sector when we know the central angle. So I will say that area of sector A is theta upon 360 into pi r square. Now here this angle theta is called as what we have seen here. From the above table we see that if the measure of arc, so this theta is called measure of arc of the circle. So if the measure of arc is theta, then area of sector is theta upon 360 into pi r square. Now if I rearrange this formula, I will get area upon pi r square is equals to theta upon 360. So area means area of sector divided by pi r square means area of circle. Area of sector upon area of circle is theta upon 360. So you have to remember this formula. Either you remember this, that area is theta upon 360 into pi r square, or better you learn this, that area of sector upon area of circle is angle of arc divided by 360 degree, that is complete angle. Now let us discuss about length of an arc. Now again, as we have discussed for area of sector, in the same way we will discuss length of an arc. Now in this figure, length is 2 pi r. Okay, complete length is 2 pi r, that is when angle is 360, my length is 2 pi r. When angle is 180, it is half of 2 pi r, that is semicircular arc. When the angle is 90 degree, it is 1 upon 4 into 2 pi r. So as we have done in case of sector, in the same way, if you prepare this chart, you will find that when angle at the center is theta, then your length of arc is theta upon 360 into 2 pi r. 2 pi r is circumference of the circle. So what we can conclude, that length of an arc is theta upon 360 into 2 pi r, where theta is angle at the center, upon 360 is complete angle, into 2 pi r is circumference of the circle. So better we remember length of arc as theta upon 360 into 2 pi r, or we remember length of an arc divided by circumference is equals to theta upon 360. Now let us discuss the relationship between length of an arc and area of sector. So area of sector A is theta upon 360 into pi r square. Okay, this formula we have already seen, and length of an arc is theta upon 360 into 2 pi r. Okay, both these formula we have done. Now from this equation theta upon 360, L is equals to theta upon 360 into 2 pi r, I can find the value of theta upon 360. So theta upon 360 will become L upon 2 pi r. This 2 pi r, it is in multiplication form on right hand side. So when it moves, it transforms towards left side, it will become L upon 2 pi r. So theta upon 360 is L upon 2 pi r. Now let us put the value of 360 as L upon 2 pi r in this first equation. So what we will get? We will get area equal to L upon 2 pi r into pi r square. Now pi will cancel, r will cancel. So I have 1 upon 2 into L into r. So L into r divided by 2 is the relation, right? A equal to L r divided by 2. This is the relation between arc length and area of sector. So I can say that area of sector is equals to length of arc into radius whole divided by 2. So area upon pi r square is equals to L upon 2 pi r equal to theta upon 360. This is the formula which covers your area of sector, your length of arc, and if you compare these two, you can find a relation between area and length of an arc. So this formula is very important. Now here we have few examples. First example, you can see the measure of central angle of a circle is 150 degree and radius of the circle is 21 centimeter. Find the length of arc and area of sector. So I have to find length of arc and area of circle associated with the central angle. So central angle is 150, radius is 21. The value of pi we can use 22 upon 7. Now we have to just put the formula and respective values. So area is theta upon 360 into pi r square. Value of theta is 150, value of pi is 22 upon 7, and value of r is 21. We put all the values and solve, we get area of sector, and similarly we can find length of an arc. So this is a straightforward problem. Now this second question, in figure 7.29, P is the center of circle of radius 6, QR is a tangent at Q, PR is 12, find area of shaded region. Now you can see here in the diagram, this area of shaded region I have to find out. Now first you have to observe diagram and on diagram only you have to find how you can calculate this area of shaded region. Now area of this shaded region can be find out by subtracting this area of sector from this area of triangle. Now here in this case we don't know this central angle, right? What is given? We have given this is 6, this is 12, and this side we don't know. So if you know that 30 degree, 60 degree, 90 degree theorem, then you know that the side opposite to 30 degree is half of hypotenuse. Now here you can see that this side is 6 and this is 12, so this is half of hypotenuse. So by 30 degree, 60 degree, 90 degree theorem, I can conclude that this angle is 30 degree, this angle is 60 degree, and this is obviously 90 degree because this is tangent. Tangent is perpendicular to radius. So according to this 30, 60, 90, the side opposite to 60 degree is root 3 upon 2 times. So it is root 3 upon 2 times hypotenuse, which is 12. Now this theorem we will learn when we see triangle chapter. So don't worry, you just remember that by 30 degree, 60 degree, 90 degree theorem, the side opposite to 30 degree is always half of the hypotenuse. Now here as hypotenuse is 12 and this side is 6, I can conclude that this angle is 30 degree, this angle is 90 degree, so obviously this angle P is 60 degree. So I got central angle, okay, central angle is 60 degree. Now I got this side QR, which is 6 root 3. So I can find area of this triangle PQR. I can find area of this sector PQAB. Therefore I can find the area of this shaded region. So once you solve the problem on diagram, then it is easy for you to solve here. Now the same thing they have done here. You can go through it and you can find area of the shaded region. Now here they have given one activity. Activity is again here you have to find this area of shaded region. So area of shaded region is nothing but area of this square minus area of this quarter circle. Now let us discuss this practice set 7.3. The first question is radius of circle is 10 centimeter and radius of circle is 10 centimeter and measure of arc of circle is 54 degree. Find the area of sector associated with the arc. So radius is given and angle is given. So theta we have the value of r. We can find area of sector. So area of associated sector will be theta upon 360 into pi r square. You can do this problem. Second is measure of an arc of circle is 80 centimeter and its radius is 18 centimeter. So measure of arc of circle. So this is L, length is given, radius r is given. Find the length of arc. What is given? Measure of an arc of circle is 80 centimeter and its radius is 18 centimeter. Find length of arc. Measure of an arc of circle is 80 centimeter and its radius. Find the length of arc. Actually they should not ask to find length of arc. They should ask to find angle. Measure of arc or angle of arc they should ask, or measure of an arc of circle. So measure of an arc of circle, it is not in terms of centimeter, it should be in terms of degree. So there is some correction in this problem. Either this is 80 degree, right, or this should be length of arc. So you consider this as 80 degree. So you have theta, you have r, you can find L. The formula for L is theta upon 360 into 2 pi r. Now in third question, radius of circle is 3.5 centimeter and length of arc is 2.2 centimeter. Radius of sector. So r is given, length of arc L is given, find area. So we have formula R is equals to L into R divided by 2. So we use this formula and we can find area of the sector. Radius of circle is 10, area of sector is 100. Find the area of corresponding major sector. Now area of sector is given, we have to find corresponding area of major sector. So for getting corresponding area of major sector, we should subtract area of sector from the area of circle. So your area of major sector, so if I write AM as area of major sector, so this is area of circle minus area of, this is major and this is minor. So total area of circle, so if this is your circle and this is your minor sector, okay, so to get this major sector, what we do, we subtract this area of minor sector from area of this complete circle. Now sixth question, in the figure radius of circle is 7, okay, in the figure, so here diagram is given, radius is given, radius is 7, angle theta is given, measure of arc MBN is 60 degree, here it is written 60 degree, here they have mentioned 68 degree. So consider this as 60 degree. We have to find area of circle, which is pi r square. We have to find area of sector MBN, MBN that means this minor sector we have to find, and then we have to find area of this major sector. So after getting area of minor sector, we subtract area of minor sector from area of circle, we get area of major sector. There is one more way to find area of major sector, that is I have to find this major angle. Now this is 60 degree, so this outer angle will be 360 minus 60, that is 300 degree. So by using theta as 300 degree also you can solve the problem. Now seventh question, in figure number 7.32, radius of circle is 3.4. So radius we can see it is 3.4. The perimeter of sector APB is 12.8. Now the perimeter of sector, now perimeter of sector means what? Perimeter, in perimeter we have arc length AC plus we have radius plus one more radius. So perimeter of sector is nothing but L plus 2R. So value of L plus 2R is given 12.8. Now from this L plus 2R equal to 12.8, as we know value of R, we can find value of L. So practically we have value of L and we have radius as 3.4, then I can find area. So for area we have formula as we find L, then we have R, so L into R divided by 2 will give me required answer. Now if you see this problem 8, figure 7.33, O is the center of circle, ROQ is equals to ROQ is equals to MON, ROQ is equals to MON, MON is equals to 60 degree, right? OR is 7, OM is 21. Find the length of arc RXQ and arc MYN. So for RXQ we will take radius as 7 centimeter and we use the formula L equal to theta upon 360 into 2 pi r. So I will say that as R1 and this RXQ length I will say as L1, and for length L2, that is MYN, I will use the formula theta upon 360 into 2 pi r2, where the value of r2 I will take OM, which is 21 centimeter. So this is how we can find this length RXQ and MYN. Simple question. Okay. Now ninth question. Area of ABC. Area of ABC is 154. Radius of circle is 14. We have to find angle APC. So APC, this angle we have to find. Now what is given? We have given area and we have given radius. So we know that area A equal to theta upon 360 into pi r square. So radius is there, value of pi we can take 22 upon 7. Area is there, only theta is unknown, that we have to find out. So theta is equals to area into 360 upon pi r square. We simplify, we get value of theta. Once we know value of theta, length of arc is easy to find. It is theta upon 360 into 2 pi r. 10th question, radius of sector of a circle is 7 centimeter. If the measure of arc of sector is, so angle they have given, we have to find the area of sector in each case. So angle is there, so theta upon 360 into pi r square. 3 right angle, that means 3 into 90 degree, so 270 degree. 11th question, the area of minor sector of a circle is 3.85 centimeter square and the measure of its central angle is 36 degree. Find the radius of circle. Area of minor sector of a circle. So area is given, angle theta is given, we have to find value of r. So again formula only we have to use, we put the formula, we get the value. Okay. Now here in this case, in figure, PQRS is a rectangle, PQ is 14, so the value of PQ we have 14, so this is radius, PQ is 14, QR, this total QR is 21, so this is 21, so this side will also be 21. Now if you see in this side 21, if I name this as point M and N, okay, so this QM will be 14, na? As this and this they form radius for this arc PM. So this PM is 14. Now 21 minus 14 gives me 7. So this MR is 7. So RN will also be 7 and 14 minus 7 will give me 7. So this remaining side is 7. So we can find out these dimensions. Okay. So we have find out radius, angle theta here is 90 degree. So using this angle theta 90 degree, I can find the value of this arc PM. Okay. Find the area of part X. Okay. We have to find area. This X is area of this sector. So theta upon 360, that is 90 upon 360 into pi r square. For that I will take r as 14. For this I will take r as 7. So I get the value of X, the value of Y, and to get the value of Z, what we will do? We will subtract this X and Y from area of rectangle. So area of rectangle is easy to find. Area of rectangle is this 21 multiplied by 14. Now let us come to this last problem. LMN is equilateral triangle. So when I say equilateral triangle, that means each angle is 60 degrees. So this central angle we all know, it is 60 degree. Okay. LM is 14. So each side is 14. 3 sectors are drawn with vertices as center and radius. So radius they have given, this is 7, this is 7. Okay. So radius I know this angle, central angle theta. So I can find out this area of sectors. So we have 3 sectors and each sector have same theta, same radius. So I can easily calculate area of sector. I will name this point as PQ something. So it is area of sector LPQ, like that. Now I have to find area of first triangle LMN. For equilateral triangle, area of triangle is root 3 upon 4 into side square. So side is 14. So this is my area of triangle LMN. Area of any one of the sector. So area of any one of the sector we can find. Total area of all the 3 sectors we multiply by 3, and area of shaded region will be area of this equilateral triangle minus area of these 3 sectors. So that gives me area of shaded region. Right. Now this root 3, value of root 3 is 1.732. Okay. So many time we keep root 3 as it is, many time we use its value, which is 1.732. Generally in problem they mention the value of root 3, and sometime we encounter root 2. So value of root 2 is 1.41. 1.414. These are the approximate values. Okay, so you can take these approximate values, right? So this is how you can solve all the problems. Now again revise the concept and try to solve all the problems. Okay, if you feel any doubt, any difficulty, then let me know. Thank you.